Alrighty, all packed up here in Antigua and headed to Lake Atitlan. Welcome to vlog number 42. To be honest, I was going to ditch today's footage because, spoiler alert, not much happens. However, there was one thing that did occur that is pretty typical to the simple struggles I encounter on my motorcycle traveling through Central America. So I thought for this vlog, I'd dig into that little story to give you a little glimpse of the dumb things I do. First, as usual, let's review the route. I left Antigua and headed toward Lago de Atitlan to a town called San Marcos. The purpose of this destination actually has little to do with motorcycling. I headed to this town for an entirely different reason, but I'll tell you about that later. To get down into the lake, it's quite hilly, and frankly, many of the towns themselves around the lake are also full of hills, which will be relevant to the story later. Naturally, taking a stop for one of these. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Coco, sí. El carne para llevar y también una tierno.
Sí, eso con carne.
Gracias. ¿Cuánto es?
7.
Gracias. Gracias. Buen día. Great way to start off the morning with some cocoa water. So the ride was pretty standard, featuring the usual beautiful scenery, chicken buses, and of course, not to forget, a few screwballs. You know what I mean when Google Maps sends you down a questionable route?
Alright, Google says go down there, but then there's this no hay paso, which means you can't pass, but I think I can go this way. Yep.
Heading down to the lake had some gorgeous views, which I wish I could have captured on the drone. But unfortunately, there was nowhere to pull over and get it all set up. Voy por San Marcos. Ok, gracias. Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿A dónde se dirige?
Voy por San Marcos.
San Marcos, bienvenido.
Sí, gracias.
¿Algún lugar que quiera visitar?
Voy a quedar y tengo un poco cosas, lugares para ver primero.
Así es.
Sí.
Estamos. Bienvenida.
Gracias. I wonder why they have that police there. I guess. Oh, here, Casa Azul. Now it was time to find accommodation. I had a few spots bookmarked, but one in particular was from a guy on Facebook advertising a room. He sent me the location by dropping a pin, and I so innocently followed the Google directions there. Lo and behold, once again, I got scroogled. Because little did I know that the road going up to this apartment was pretty small and pretty steep. Alright, I'm on a hill that's way too fucking steep. Sorry for the cursing. I just almost dropped the bike twice. And there's a huge up and turn, and I think the bike is too big for it. I'm just not sure I'm willing to do it. So now I'm trying to back up. On the steepness, I was just holding it with just my hell. Alright, this is peculiar. Literally slipping, and before I could get my foot to this, I was slipping back for like feet, so I had to stay straight. Oh man, this guy's wasted. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh. Unless I go up that way and then turn. Way too fucking steep. Brakes. It's like, nope.
Okay. It's pretty tough.
I know, and I don't know what I'm going to come around.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Once you're up, that's this part.
The thing is, I was thinking, I don't need to go up.
This is the worst part, and then it turn around at the top.
Yeah?
Going up to...
I was just going to look at a place to stay. So you think it's worth going up?
You're looking for accommodation?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, maybe I should turn it around and walk.
Yeah, this is the worst part. Once you've gone around this corner, then it's not steep like this anymore.
Okay. So maybe I'll just go for it.
Yeah. I rent out rooms as well if you're still looking.
Yeah, where's your spot?
It's called Casa Jaguar.
Okay.
It's like on the left, on the right when you get to the top, opposite Shangri-La Coffee.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I thought I'd just make sure you can get around here.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I was really debating. Like, I was planning to turn around because I don't know. It's, you know, hard to know what you're...
It's more difficult to turn around now.
Yeah.
It would be to go forward.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you get up there, okay?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, going for it. Oh. Yay! I had a little trouble with that hill. Well, I made it. And while this certainly wasn't so difficult of a situation, it does represent a very common one. With my short stature and heavy loaded bike, I do find myself often struggling with sometimes even easy tasks. It can be frustrating, but I don't let it get me down. Because one thing I do know for sure is that poco a poco, little by little, I'll get better.
Hi, love. Hi, sweet. Hi. Hi, love. That's cutie patootie. Yeah. Hi, sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Hi.